Okay, now I'm back with my Hoover Elite Rewind, and I was going to send this back because the one plastic piece broke on the canister, but I sent back the Constellation because for this house, where it's almost all carpeting and 3 cats, it just wasn't practical, and for 170 bucks back, I sent it back. And so I used it to clean filters. And so I thought I would clean its bag out before I sent it back. And what really amazed me with this thing, this is what I got out of the bag of the Constellation. And now, if you can see all that fine dust and grit, and this was from cleaning those filters and the cat hair and all that junk. Imagine what's in, if all that is in that canister, imagine what is in the filter in the dust cup and the HEPA exhaust filter. And this did not lose any suction. So take that, Dyson. But this is the part that broke right here, that little latch. It broke it like the little seam. And that's what it's supposed to look like. But, I decided to keep it after its amazing performance with cleaning that out. And I want to show you what good suction this has. And I really don't know any other way to do this. So I'm going to turn this on and stick the camera onto the end of the hose and see what it takes to get the camera off. Alright, so here we go. Alright, and as you can tell, that camera is pretty heavy, but it was still able to hold on to it pretty good. But that's all that it sucked out of there. And it actually is still able to spin some of the dirt around. And I think that's pretty amazing. All I have to say is buy this vacuum, because it will not disappoint you. And I started looking on Hoover's website. They now sell, there must have been, here, let me set the camera down. There must have been huge complaints from owners of these things needing to buy the HEPA filter. It's on the exhaust. They call it a lifetime filter, which it just isn't. It's kind of like a Dyson thing. There is no such thing as a lifetime filter. And okay, let me see if I can get that camera to stay. Good camera. There is no such thing as a lifetime filter, and I can't get this thing out. But anyway, I'm pretty sure Hoover's selling replacements for these now. On their website, you just go under, they've got 3 models of this vacuum. 2 of them are the same. This is exclusive to Sears, as I said in the video. This color is exclusive to Kmart and Sears. Every other place either has the red and yellow one or the red and gray one. And the one that's red and gray is the same model as this. They have different model numbers, but that's just because of the different color. They're both the Deluxe Elite Rewinds. The red one isn't. So this and the red and gray one are the same, other than the color, but I like this color better. But again, that's what it pulled out. And And look at all that grit. And keep in mind that came out of the filter on this when I cleaned it with the Constellation. So that's a lot of grit that came out of these carpets all around the house. That's a lot of grit. That will destroy your carpet. And I mean that absolutely will. But here's actually what I want to do. Now, I did not, the filter had been cleaned, and this was actually used after the filter was cleaned. So this is the second time when I cleaned out the Constellations bag. That was the second time that this had been used. That's all, I mean, look at all that fine dust. And I'm going to show you what the filter came out like. You can see all that dust. I'll have to vacuum with this, actually. That's the filter. You can see stuff hanging out. It still has the same suction that it did from day one. So all I have to say is, take that, Dyson. I will never buy one. I like that one video. I don't know if anybody has seen that will be watching this video. Hold on, I'm just trying to get this back together. Hold on, I'm having a little trouble with this canister. Okay, there we go. And I am covered in dust. Okay, so anyway, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the video of, it says, Dyson, keep trying to get banned. And it shows a guy turning off the brush on his Dyson ball all floors and trying to pick up a piece of paper, and it won't. And my friends have the DC-07 Animal, and they were having this big party, so I went over to help them clean their whole house. They had these little plastic balls about this big. They're like for these fake plastic BB guns that they have, and they said just suck them up. So I had turned the brush off. This was on hard floors. Went over it, still there. Went over it, still there. And these weigh, like they're as light as a feather. Didn't pick it up. There's my cat Splash. She's not wanting to cross paths with the vacuum. Ain't that right, my pish pash? Yeah, little Misty was just gonna walk away. Like, get that camera out of my face. But anyway, you know what? I will never get a Dyson. Ever. And if I get one for free from some contest, it's going on eBay, new in box, for all that money. So I can get that money and go out and buy some vacuums. But here's that fine dust, and I put on the upholstery tool and watch this. You can see all that dust is gone. But I love this thing. I'll have to do a video comparison of this against the old Elite.